Hi everyone, it's Rica Keenum here in my kitchen on a Sunday afternoon, and I have with you a very special guest. It's a friend of mine, Lisa Anderson. She is founder, chief editor, creative foodie, and her food magazine is called The Choose Letter. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm gonna bring her in here just to chat because she and I were talking and I said, you know, I always like to have something homemade to give for Christmas. And this year last year I did wreaths. This year I just couldn't think of anything that would appeal to people that was easy. I could do something in bulk. And then I thought, you know, people love to read. So I like to always have book recommendations to give people in any genre. And this in particular is my book, and that this would be for any woman who likes to read something that's nonfiction, a little bit uplifting, but there's also some difficult stuff in here. So check this out. Otherwise, I've got this book recommendation, and this would be for someone who likes wellness and is looking to do something fun for the new year and get on track with goals or whatever it may be. So this is a fun book that I purchased a while ago but hadn't started. I was thinking of starting it in the new year, and I will do that. So as for the drinks go, I'm thinking, you know, it's winter here, and even though it's Florida, it still gets very cold.
Yeah, today is cold.
Exactly. And so who doesn't like to cozy up with something in a mug that's sweet and hot? So I got to talking to Lisa, and I'll let her explain what the recipe is all about and how easily you can make it and put it in some mason jars for gifts.
So we're going to do a hot chocolate mix for this particular book recommendation, because what isn't cozier than hot chocolate during the winter months? And we are going to make it non-dairy, and we are going to also make it sugar-free. We're going to use an alternative sweetener anyway.
Okay. So that will appeal to everyone who's wanting to shed some weight or just maybe get healthier in the new year, which is always me.
And
I've always got the plan, but
and our magazine kind of appeals to everybody. So I'm plant-based, so if I'm going to make it and I'm going to drink it, it has to be non-dairy. You know, there's a lot of different powdered milk alternatives out there. Coconut is kind of nice because it adds a little bit of a sweetness to it, but if you're not a coconut fan, there's other alternatives that you can look for. I would look for things on Amazon or Thrive Market or anything like that that provides alternatives. So we're just going to be using some coconut milk, some coconut milk creamer powder.
So this came just from the local grocery store, right?
This came from the local grocery store. This I ordered online. This you can easily get at the local grocery store too. Yeah, this is one of my favorite alternative sugar brands because to me it tastes just like regular sugar.
I trust her completely, guys, because she is one of those people who's really fantastic in the kitchen, but not only can cook, but can take a recipe that's normally very unhealthy and make it taste amazing, and you would not even know that it's healthy. So she's the wizard at doing that. So yeah, I trust her.
And then we're just going to use some cocoa powder, and we're going with Special Dark. You can use any that you want, but if you want to be completely honest, this was the only thing left on the shelves. So this is why we're using this. But you can even, my mom used to make a very similar recipe to this, and she used to use a Nestle Quick as the chocolate. So you could even do that if you're a big Nestle Quick fan. So there's multiple ways to make this. You can make it in giant bulk. You can make it per cup if you wanted to, but if you're doing it as gifts, it's nice to put a big batch together, and then you can, just like you said, put in mason jars and then do little gift tags.
Yeah, I bought these little gift tags for the homemade gifts that I did last year, and they're cute. You know, you can put on the back what the ingredients are, or you know, if you have people who have questions about that, and they're just cute to tie with a ribbon, and they make the package and the presentation nice.
They make it really nice. Yep. And you know, I bring up other alternative milk stuff because I actually have a friend that's allergic to coconut, so I really have to think about that when I'm making things for them too. So it's everybody at your table might have a different dietary need. So that's kind of the challenge
Right.
when you're
right.
making stuff. You know, just in my household, we have different dietary needs and likes and tastes and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm plant-based, but my boyfriend is not. So we have different
He's
entire
a
needs.
meat
Yeah.
eater.
Yeah, and he will not give up that cheese. So dairy all the way for him.
So once you show us how this is all put together, they can put these in the jar, or you said you can make it by the cup. Now the preparation for it is actually just a couple of spoonfuls or so in a mug, and then can you microwave, or how do we go from the actual
mix.
recipe mix to the cup?
So what you would do is just take some boiling water or heat up some water in the microwave, and then you would take out as much as you want, a scoop, more. I used to when I was a kid. I used to put in how much I wanted the hot cocoa to taste, and then I take one last spoonful and just dip it with the whole spoon right in there, you know? Don't tell mom that. And then you just stir it in and it dissolves in there just like regular hot chocolate would, and just like you would get something like Swiss Miss or any other brand that you would buy hot chocolate for. It's just a nice little, but it's homemade and stuff.
Right.
Alright, so now we get to try it.
Ooh, cheers.
Cheers. Pretty good.
Yeah, I could get down with some of this,
Yeah.
and I could give it away.
Yeah. Maybe.
Just a little.